In 1974, a recent college graduate by the name of Martha Cook started her young career as a special needs teacher. Her focus on the children is what helped the program grow from a small school in an old house with 3 adults and 6 children with cerebral palsy to the modern-day Selling Center at the University of Alabama. One of the biggest challenges the school faced was social acceptance. Without the support of others, funding became an issue.
I wish people knew, how difficult it was in those days, because that grant funded us only for 3 years. And so after the 3rd year, it's like, okay, done. Well, you either closed your doors or you found somebody else to fund you. So we literally had to live from year to year for several years.
For many years, the Rice School fought to stay open by doing whatever they could to make ends meet. Cook finally had enough and set out to Montgomery during an ice storm to meet with the state finance director.
Once I got to the Capitol and found the finance director, he just signed it off on it, and I was in there 5 minutes, and we became a line item on the university budget. And so that gave us some amount of security, but still we then realized that that amount that was budgeted as we grew stayed the same. And so it nowhere near funded our program. And so that's when we got the community involved.
Alabama Power was the first major company to get on board with the Rice School, and they offered a tremendous amount of support. Cook credits people like Gene Stallings, the Harrison family, Pete Hanna, and Alabama Power for keeping the doors of Rise open. Without that support, she believes many children with special needs would never have received the chance to live normal lives.
It was a huge shift in attitude, an attitudinal change about what happens to these children when they grow up. And so by then, at 74 to 94, they were 20, and they were getting jobs, they were taxpayers. I think that we had to prove that our graduates had very positive outcomes.
Over the years, people started realizing the uniqueness of the Rise School. Cook says parents started viewing Rise as a Disney World for children. They came to learn and became productive members of society. She believes that's the true success of Rise.
Ultimate success is to send the children out with the tools they need to, grow up and become adults and have good life skills, and just like everybody else.
That passion for teaching is what drives an older Martha to reflect on how she would do things with a bolder attitude if she had the chance to turn back the clock.
I would tell young Martha that it's not a job. It's a lifelong commitment, and it's a very, very difficult job. And I think I would have had more of a backbone and instead of saying, okay, I'll just do it myself then.
Over the course of 40 years, Cook helped Rise grow from a one-room space into a fully equipped school with teachers, nurses, and a consistent enrollment of children with special needs. There's now 6 other Rise programs in existence in Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado, and Huntsville, thanks to Martha's leadership. While Martha knows change in retirement is good, she hopes the legacy she is leaving is the love for the children.
I hope they take a long, hard look at who's going to replace me, because I don't think anybody realizes how much energy it takes to do this job. You are juggling 3 big balls of administration, fundraising, and public relations. And, then at the same time make room for the children and the families. I think that is so, so important to have that hands-on approach.
For the Gene Stallings Rise Golf Tournament and WVUA, I'm Christina Peterson.